Hey, this week's question is what do you do in the LGBT community and what would you like to do to help the community? I don't really do anything at the moment. I do this channel, hey. I have a Tumblr and my main Tumblr is like comics fandom and some other fandom stuff and then my I made a Tumblr a little bit ago that's trans related. Mostly I just reblog stuff and bitch about the things that are going on that are upsetting to me, like, like the debate about hormones and why I hate binding and all those things, you know. Um, I don't use it a whole lot. I think I get kind of weird talking about stuff without someone asking me about it. I don't know. I don't like unless I'm whining. I don't volunteer information super easy about that. I don't know. But on the other hand, I'm a musician, right? And I thought that if it goes where I wanted to, it would be out there, and it would be in your face, like, hi, there are people like me, and we exist, and we're not going anywhere, and we're not broken or damaged any more than you normal people, and we're just like everyone else, and we're there, and we want to be heard, and so um, I don't know, I would just like to. I'm not a closeted person, I guess. Like I'm not stealth at the moment, and it's always in everybody's faces, and I like talking about it, and I like telling people, what's up and what isn't, and debunking myths, and I like all that. So I guess just raise awareness in the community, because I feel like the T doesn't have anything to do with it. Like, it's just LGB, and sometimes it's not even B, and then T is like over to the left somewhere, like we're all hanging out, and we're not even a community. Like, there's a lot of bitchiness, I think, between like FTMs and MTFs sometimes, and I haven't encountered a lot of it personally, but I mean, I guess the crowd on Tumblr is overall pretty young, and like, not to insult all you teenagers or whatever, but it tends to get really petty really easily, and I don't know. I was reading this thing on Tumblr about how there was a trans woman who was saying that trans guys they shouldn't call what they've got penises. And I'm like, well, who are you to tell me what to call my body parts? You don't know what I feel or what I experience. So I don't know. I wish there was less of that. And I wish there was more I could do to make there be less of that, to make it feel like LG and B actually cared about T, and vice versa, because there's a lot of straight trans people, like a lot. I've met more straight trans people than I have queer ones like me, and for a while I felt like, hey, queer boy, get out of our straight area, and I'm like, oh, okay. Um, so, I've since gotten over a lot of that, but I still feel like I don't know. I think the whole community could stand to be more accepting, and like the queer community could really stand to be more accepting of trans people, because like I was reading about the Trevor Project, and that's a really supportive environment for queer kids, or probably even adults, and it's somebody to turn to. But if you're trans, you don't have anybody to turn to. And I mean, I'm lucky. I have a boyfriend and I have friends, and the faculty at my school is overall really supportive. And I've just, like I said, I'm really lucky. But there are so many people out there like afraid to come out, not just as gay or as trans, but as anything, because their parents will disown them or their families will hate them. I know a trans guy on Tumblr who stopped taking hormones because he felt that he needed a connection to his family as a woman of color, and my heart really went out to him. I don't, that kind of separation and discrimination, I don't know. So now that I've talked like about nothing forever, I'm sorry, but I just want there to be more equality within the community so that we can actually be a community, instead of just being like, here's L and here's G and here's B, and then T is like not even a community of its own. So I don't know, just like unity and acceptance and all that good stuff. Um, I'm sorry, I'm really distracted today. The second question is, if you could get into any concert in the world, what would it be and why? That's like a really hard thing for me to answer because I have more than one answer. Probably like front row Adam Lambert, gotta go with it because I missed his last tour. Um, we won't talk about why, but let's just say it was someone else's fault. I already had the tickets and we didn't go, and I haven't gotten over it yet, even though that was a year ago. But he's my hero. He's like just this out there person, and he's not afraid to do that, and he's not, he doesn't take people's shit, and I gotta respect that, and he just has this voice and he's incredibly talented, and I don't care what people say about the way he acts on stage and the way he dresses. I think he's amazing, um so that's who I would see. But other than Adam, if it was like a band, it would be Muse, and I've seen them. I mean, I saw them last April, maybe, I don't know, whenever they were here. I did see them, and they're really cool, but I would have liked to actually like not have nosebleed seats, so that'd be cool. Or front row to Green Day is the other one, because I saw them too, and I've like never seen such a long energetic concert. Billy Joe was just like bouncing around and moving the whole time, except for like 2 minutes where he was laying on the stage and everyone was singing Hey Jude, and it was amazing. So, but like being closer is basically it, because I go to a lot of concerts anyway, but I would just like to actually be able to see the people on the stage. Hey. So that's my this week. I'm sorry for like the rambling at the beginning, and I'm sure this video is going to do something really weird when I upload it, and I'm sorry for that too. So I will catch you all next week. Have a good weekend.